everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a big book haul to catch you up on most of the books that I've bought this year. I think I got as many as possible from the past few months because at the beginning I wasn't really buying a lot of books and I haven't done a book haul at all this year. So I'm sure there are some books that I've bought or pre-ordered that have arrived that I haven't hauled yet, but these are all of the books that I've thought of to show you at the very least. This is going to be a long one. I'll try not to linger too long on a lot of the books, but grab a drink, get cozy, and I'll get right into it. So first up, my most recent purchase is The Will of the Many by James Islington, and this was kind of like an on the whim purchase literally the other day, and it is a chunky book. I've been tossing up whether to get this. I've seen a lot of people really excited about it and raving about it. Apparently it is fantastic, and I believe book 2 is coming out soonish or maybe beginning of next year. So I don't know when I'm gonna get to this because this is, yeah, it's like a 700-page book almost, but I've heard it is just absolutely fantastic. So yeah, I decided to pick this one up, and it's the nice floppy paperback as well, which is great for such a big chunky book. Then I also recently picked up People Watching by Hannah Bonham Young, and this is another one that I've been seeing a lot of hype around recently, and I've got a few more of her books that I need to read from this author, and I still haven't read them because I haven't been in a huge romance mood this year in general. But I don't know, I just have a feeling about this author, and it's silly because I'm basing this off of nothing because I haven't even read one of her books yet. But I'm just really hopeful that this is an author I'm going to love. This is a small town romance, and the main character has a mother who is starting to get early onset Alzheimer's. Sounds like something I'm definitely interested in when I start picking up a little bit more romance as well. And I just love the cover. Like, I am obsessed with this cover. It is so cute. Alright, the rest are kind of in a general order, not exact order, but from what I remember. But next I have A Ritual by Chloe Elizabeth Wilson. I have already read this one, and I believe I talked about it in my last wrap up, but this one is by an Australian author and it's set in Melbourne, I'm pretty sure, and it's about this woman named Marnie who ends up working for a makeup beauty brand called Ritual, and she ends up discovering it's a bit more of a cult than she expected. I won't go into too many details, but it does get a little bit weird. It does a really good job of sort of the cult-like fanaticism behind a lot of beauty brands specifically. Obviously this is a more dramatized version of that, but it was really interesting and fun to read. I enjoyed this one more than I was expecting. I wasn't going to pick this one up. I'd seen it in the shop, and then my best friend actually recommended it and said that she thinks that I would like it, and so I decided to pick it up, and I listened to the audiobook for this, and I love the audio, honestly. There's not like a big cast of voices or anything like that, but the audio is just really, really well narrated, and I really enjoyed it. Then I have another Australian author, and that is Time of Your Life by Jessa Hastings. I don't know what this is about really, apart from two famous people who are pieces of shit, which seems to be Jessa Hastings' thing. So I'm gonna see how I go. I am honestly not too sure about the reception of this book. I remember it coming out and wanting to grab it and grabbing it, but I haven't read it yet, and I honestly haven't really looked at reviews, if I'm being honest, so I don't actually know what the general consensus of this is, but that's okay. I'm gonna make up my own mind regardless. Then I have, oh my god, I'm so excited for this one. So this is another really big fantasy book that I decided to pick up. It is The Sword of Kagan by M.L. Wang. I have heard so, like, nothing but incredible praise for this book. It's not a romantasy, so I don't get it twisted, but this one is just apparently a really, really well done high fantasy novel, and it's another really chunky book, and I don't know when I'm gonna read this. I really want to get to it soon, but I don't know if I'll get to it before the end of the year. I've just heard nothing but the highest of high praise for this book and its writing, and I believe it's self-published. Maybe it's getting traditionally published soon, I'm not too sure, but this is the self-published version, I'm pretty sure. I'm really excited about this one. Apparently it's so good. Then I have a pre-order that I actually forgot about, and when it arrived in the mail I was completely confused but really stoked because it's so beautiful, and that is Wild Reverence by Rebecca Ross. This one came out this year. I got the Waterstones edition, so it's got the really beautiful sprayed edges, and it's got the artwork on the inside as well. It's just a really stunning book. I really enjoyed the Divine Rivals duology. I just thought it was beautifully written. I believe this one is an adult romantasy set in the same world. I also believe it's a prequel and it follows the gods in the same world as the Divine Rivals duology. So I am also really excited for this one. I don't know if I'm going to listen to the audio book for this one or not, because I enjoyed the audio for the original duology, but yeah, it's just so stunning. Then I have a book called The Storm Gathers by Malin Holiday. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember where I heard about this book from. I think I might have seen like something on Instagram or TikTok or something, and the way that the content creator was talking about it, I was like, I need to have this book and have it on my TBR. It's been a little while since I picked this one up, but I just remember the person talking about it. I wish I could remember where I saw this book, because I don't know, the way that this has been described, it sold me immediately. And I'm usually a bit wary of just like seeing something on like TikTok or Instagram or something and then buying it. Like, I don't usually do that, but there was just something about this that really hooked me, and I don't know, I've got really high hopes for it. I have a little bit of speculative fiction and horror that I've picked up this year as well. So first up, I got Sky Full of Elephants by Sibo Campbell. This one has been on my TBR, I feel like, for the longest time, but I think it only came out in 2024. This one is set in a world where, in America at least specifically, all of the white people walk into the nearest body of water, and I think they just disappear and don't ever come back. And it says, a year later, Charlie Brunton is a black man living in an entirely new world. Having served time in prison after a wrongful conviction, he's now a professor at a university when he receives a call from someone he wasn't sure existed, his daughter, who is 19, and who was left behind by her white mother and step family. And apparently it is just so fantastically written, and it just sounds so intriguing to me. I'm just so excited for this. It just sounds so cool and I'm really excited about it. So I've finally got my hands on this one as well. And again, now that I'm out of a reading slump, hopefully I will actually get to this one sometime in the near future. Then I have Julie Chan is Dead by Lian Zhang. This one is a newish release. It's a 2025 release at the very least. I wasn't sure if I was going to pick this one up at first, because I remember just seeing it at the shops, not knowing anything about it, being vaguely intrigued, and then I just started seeing more of this come out on online book clubs and Goodreads and YouTube and TikTok and everywhere. It's about a woman named Julie Chan who ends up accidentally stealing her twin sister's life, and her twin sister was a really famous big influencer, and I'm not sure really where it goes from there, but I think it just sounds so I think fun is the wrong word for it, but it sounds so intriguing. Then I have a book called One Yellow Eye by Lee Radford. I think I saw this one just while I was having a browse in one of my local indie bookstores, and I remember seeing this and just being obsessed with the cover. Like, I think it is just so, like, it's really simple, but it really captured my attention. I think it's the yellow and the pink, honestly. And then I read the back and it says, Kester's husband Tim was the last person to be bitten in a zombie pandemic. The country is now in a period of respite, the government seemingly having rounded up and disposed of all the infected. But Kester has a secret. Tim may have been bitten, but he's not quite dead yet, and she's trying to find a cure to bring him back. So I don't know if it's going to be a really sad sort of horror or whether it's going to be a more fun horror, but it sounds so intriguing to me. I haven't read a zombie book in so long now, and I'm kind of in the mood for something like that. And again, I haven't really read or looked at reviews of this one at all. I hadn't heard about it before I picked it up, but like all of the other books here, I'm quite excited to pick it up shortly. Oh, so next up, I recently got this. I think this arrived yesterday in the mail, but I decided to get the Lunar Chronicles. I have double ups of these now because I did have these ones secondhand, but it was cheaper for me to buy all 4 books at once in like a box set than it was to just buy books 3 and 4 individually. So now I have 2 copies of these, but that's fine. But I read these 2, flew through them, and then read Cress, and I started Winter now, and I just decided I need to physically own them because I'm just having so much fun with this series. And I know it's a really old YA series, but what can I say? I'm just having the time of my life reading it. I loved Renegades by the same author. I'm loving this, and so I decided to just pick up the rest of them. Okay, so I actually forgot about these books up here. I'm just gonna show you them all at once. So I started a vlog maybe a month or 2 ago where I went to the Save the Children book sale, which happens like once or twice a year here. And I always find like really good finds, and I was gonna do a book haul in that, and then I don't know what happened. I was still like getting out of my reading slump, and the vlog just kind of like died. So I'm just gonna quickly show you what I got from that book sale. All of these were like $3, some maybe $2, but I am quite excited about all of them, especially considering how cheap they were. So I got The Lying Life of Adults by Elena Ferrante. I have 3 Women by Lisa Taddeo. I did have the advanced reader's copy of this, and I unhauled it, and I know it seems silly to rebuy it, but I wanted to get the proper copy anyway. Then I have Mayflies by Andrew O'Hagan. I've heard lots of really good things about this one. I'm not 100% sure what it's about, but again, really cheap, on my radar anyway. Then I picked up The Pisces by Melissa Broden. This one has been on my TBR, I want to say for like 4 or 5 years now maybe. It's been on my radar for the longest time. Apparently it's really fucking weird. I'm excited for it, and I decided to get it because this cover and this book is quite expensive to buy brand new online, and I found it secondhand in pretty good condition as well. Then I got The Villain Edit, which I've since heard a little bit about, but I kind of just picked this one up because I like the sound of it. It's a non-fiction. I believe maybe it's a memoir, and it's about Alicia, who was apparently on the 1st season of The Bachelor, and she was given the villain edit. I actually don't know who Alicia is, and I don't think I've seen the 1st season of The Bachelor, whether that's on Australian Bachelor or the US Bachelor, but I am really intrigued with this anyway, just to see what she says. I follow a couple of, you know, influencers now who used to be on The Bachelor and also got villain edits, etc. on Instagram. I'm just this intrigues me, so I decided to get that one as well. Then I got The Winners by Frederick Buckman. I really wanted to get another book by this author because what I've read of him so far I've really enjoyed, and I do, oh my god, hang on, I cannot find it at all, but I have a hardcover of Bear Town, I'm pretty sure, by this author as well, and I also got that this year. And now I can't see it on my shelves anywhere, but know that I'm also hauling that book, and I also got that one secondhand as well. Lastly, from that book fair, I got The View Was Exhausting by Michaela Clements and Anjuli Datta. That's really hard to read writing. Yeah, Anjuli Datta. This one is another one of those books about fame. It's set in Hollywood. I have heard mixed things about this one, but I am quite intrigued by it. So when I found this one, also secondhand, I thought I'd give it a go. Then I have Sounds Like Love by Ashley Poston. This one I got for like $6 from Big W. I believe they had like an online book sale, and this one was the only one that kind of like really caught my eye because I really enjoy Ashley Poston's writing. I haven't read this one yet. I believe this is her latest, and I'm always curious about her novels as well because she writes quite different stuff. So I decided to get that one as well. And then I got The Wedding People by Alison Espach. I bought this one after I read it because I listened to the audiobook of this. I gave this one 5 out of 5 stars. I'm still obsessed. I loved this book so much. I'd seen a lot of hype about it and I was like, I don't really care. Doesn't sound like it's for me. And then my best friend was raving about it and I needed like an audiobook to listen to. I liked the narrator, and then I was hooked. Like, it just blew my mind. I was so in love with this book from start to finish, and so I decided I needed to get the physical copy. Then I have the latest Ali Hazelwood, which is Problematic Summer Romance, and again, I don't really know what this one is about. It's not one of her STEM romances. I believe it's away from that. It follows Maya Kilgore, who is the sister of one of the characters, maybe the main love interest from Not in Love, and I did really enjoy Not in Love as well, so decided to pick this one up. Haven't read it yet, but she writes good filler books for me personally, and I know that when I do decide to pick this one up, I'll probably end up really enjoying it. So I'll just wait until the time is right, but I decided to get that one as well. And then, oh, it's so beautiful. This is another pre-order, and I cannot believe how many copies of this book I have. I think this is the 4th different edition that I have of this book, which is a little bit ridiculous, but this one is a really different edition and it looks beautiful and I love the art on it. It's When the Moon Hatched by Sarah Parker. I loved this book when I read it. I think it is the most stunning writing. I'm obsessed with this cover as well. Like, I just love the art, and the back is gorgeous as well. It's just absolutely, it's such a beautiful book. And I actually really should reread this book actually, because the second one will be coming out, I don't think this year. I think it's been pushed to 2026, but I do need to reread When the Moon Hatched because this just took my breath away, this book. I loved it so much. Then, oh, I forgot about these. I might read these next actually. So I decided to pick up The Crimson Moth and sequel The Rebel Witch, and this one is a duology. Haven't even read it yet. I've heard it's fun. I've heard pretty good things about it. It's another YA fantasy, which I have been enjoying more again recently, which feels really surprising considering I'm definitely not the target audience for YA fantasy or YA at all. But I've just been really having fun reading them lately, and maybe it's because my reading slump it's just easy to pick up and read. But from what I've heard about this, I think I'm gonna enjoy it, so I decided to just pick up both of them in the taller paperback while the taller paperback was still out. So yeah, I'll probably give these a binge read at some point in the near future. Then I have Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This one is also the Waterstones exclusive edition. I love this book so much. I vlogged myself reading this. I will link the vlog down below. I think it was like this was the book that got me out of my reading slump. Like finally, after like 7 months or something of being in a reading slump, this is the book that did it for me and got me out of it. It also fucking destroyed me. I will insert a clip maybe of me absolutely crying my eyes out. I absolutely was enthralled by this and it destroyed me in the best way. And yeah, I just had to, I knew it would destroy me anyway, but oh, I loved it so much. Then I have A Forbidden Alchemy by Stacey McEwen. This one, I sort of picked up on a whim. I'm nervous about it because it's hyped up on BookTok, but I picked it up before I realized it was hyped up on BookTok because it probably would have put me off, if I'm being honest, considering my reading year. But since looking into it a bit more, I have genuinely heard that this is actually quite well written, and I've technically started this one already on my Kindle, but I ended up putting it down for the time being while I read some other things. But I still really want to read this. It's a slow burn fantasy romance, and I believe the author is also coming to Perth like next month in November, so I better actually get a crack on to reading this. Finally, I'm going to go through the Fairyloot fantasy romance books that I've gotten this year. Not all of them. I think I have missed some, but these ones are from the past few months, and I have done a few skips this year as well, but I'm really bad at figuring out what month I'm skipping. So I've accidentally skipped a book I did want to get or like the sound of, and then accidentally got a book that I didn't want, which was this one. So this is Metal Slinger by Rachel Schneider. I know this has had a lot of hype. I also read this in the same reading vlog as Atmosphere, but I didn't really love this book. I think I gave this one a 2 out of 5 stars. It wasn't like my most hated book, but I didn't like it, and the ending really annoyed me. But now I have the Fairyloot of this book that I don't care about, so I don't know if I'm gonna keep this or what I'm gonna do with it, but I have it and it is beautiful. Maybe I'll like the rest of the series and I'll be glad I own this. I don't know. I don't want to get my hopes up. But that was the September pick. So this one was the August pick. This one is Warrior Princess Assassin by Bridget Camera. I am kind of glad that I got this one actually, despite me wanting to skip initially, because it is just absolutely beautiful. I've heard good things about it. I've read Bridget Camera's writing before, like her first series Storm from way back in the day. Her debut, I'm pretty sure it was, and I actually really liked her debut. So I am actually quite excited about this one now, despite initially not being that hyped. But I was going to skip this one, but I accidentally skipped the previous one instead. But that one's beautiful. And then this one I think is from June. Stunning, love it so much. Rose in Chains by Julie Soto. It is just so fucking beautiful. All of these are beautiful, honestly. I'm really loving their like editions. Like, hello, excuse me. Oh my god, they're so pretty. And then I have Broken Souls and Bones by LJ Andrews. And this one I don't love the cover of this one, if I'm being honest, but I do really love the edges and the inside. Again, like the illustrations that they've been getting is just like next level, so I am quite happy with that one as well. I've still not read it or anything, but I am very glad I have it in my possession. Okay, so they are all of the books that I have hauled this year. Most of the books that I've hauled this year, actually, from what I can remember at the very least, and I'll keep you updated with what I'm actually buying from here on out, and I won't wait 10 months until the next book haul. But again, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you haven't already. It would really help me out. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.